What's up? What's up? What's up? Man, I'm gonna give you guys a little bit. Come on up in here. This live is gonna be a little different. I'm on a train. I'm in DC right now. We're stopped. Man, I was hoping I'd be out of here already. What's up? What's up? Hey, we're gonna go ahead and get started. Man, I apologize for the background noise. Man, I'm on a train. We're stopped right now in DC for the next 15 minutes or so. But man, I want to talk to you guys about something serious today, man. We're gonna have a real heart to heart today. Why does God allow bad things to happen? And I put bad in, um, I can't even say the word now, quotation marks. What's up, Adrian? Again, I apologize if the sound's not great. I apologize if the video's not clear and the background noise. I'm on a train right now, so, um, and I'm not getting to my destination till 8 o'clock, till after 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. But I want to come on and have a heart to heart with you guys. I see so much about, man. What's up, Scorpio lady? Man, we missed you yesterday. What's up, Kate? Hey, before we even get started, on behalf of my mother in law, man, may God bless each and every one of you. May He continue to show Himself unto you. And for those of you that catch this on the replay on YouTube, may God bless you as well. Family, we're going to talk about why does bad things happen? Why does God allow bad things to happen? What's up, Tristan? This is a heavy topic. This is a heavy topic. This topic, man, has got so many people not believing in God, got so many people just angry and mad at the world. What's up, Raymond? There's so many people just mad right now. There's so many people just tripping and waking out right now because of all the crazy stuff going on. You know, um, and it's crazy because when I came up with this topic yesterday, I wasn't even aware of the fact that there was a shooting in Texas at the school. Man, that's sad. You know what I mean? All those people lost their lives. You know what I mean? Family. This is why we talk about mental health stuff all the time here on this channel. Nothing else is more important. Nothing else is more important than us talking about mental health. You know what I mean? We got to stop the foolishness. We got to stop talking about stupid stuff, insignificant stuff. You know what I mean? At some point, we have to grow up and start acknowledging the fact that there's a whole lot of people with some issues. You know what I mean? We all got some type of issues, but there's a whole lot of. No, we're not going in today. I'm completely surrounded on a train, so, but we're gonna keep it real though. You know what I mean? But I won't be doing a whole lot of cussing and just going off. But I want to have this conversation with you guys today. Um, anyways, there's a whole lot of people dealing with a lot of stuff, a lot of trauma, a lot of drama, and they don't know how to handle it. You know what I mean? And then you have all those other people that see stuff that's going on, and they're like, "Well, if God was so loving, why did God allow this to happen?" And God did that, all this crazy stuff. I've been there. I've done that. You know what I mean? Again, I saw my father murder my mom at 2 years old. I was molested twice at the age of 6 by church people. You know what I mean? I was put in an abusive family, physically, emotionally, all of that. And so I stopped believing in God. I started blaming God. I was mad at God. I was angry at God. You know what I mean? I was at the point where, man, F God. You know what I mean? I told God that, man, fuck you. I ain't trying to worship you. I ain't trying to, man, I was willing to die for God. You know what I mean? I wanted to be a martyr for God. And God was like, no, I just want you to live for me. Dying is easy. I want you to live for me. And I didn't understand that at the time. And so I was mad at God for the longest time. And it wasn't until some years later that God had a conversation with me. And He was asking me, Elijah, why are you so mad? And it's like, what the fuck are you talking about? Why am I so mad? You see my life. You seen the shit that I've gone through. You know the hell that I've gone through. You know what I mean? Man, what do you mean, why am I so mad? How the hell would you be if somebody killed your mom, if your dad killed your mom? You know what I mean? How would you be if you was molested at 6, twice, by quote unquote church people? You know what I mean? If you was beat down emotionally and physically by your family, you know what I mean? How would you respond to that? And I'm just having this conversation with God. It's like, hell yeah, I'm pissed off, you know? And God was like, Elijah, everything you wanted, you got. And I was like, what the hell are you talking about? What happened was at the age of 6, I was talking to God. And I was always praying. I've always been like somebody that believed in God. I didn't always worship God, but I believed in God, if that makes sense. I didn't worship God according to Christian standards or according to Islam or any of those other religious groups, but I've always believed in some type of form of God. And so I was crying out to God one day, and I was telling him, I said, okay, God, if your word is real and I believe that it is, I don't believe what the Christians say. I don't believe the dogma that they preach and how they twist it all up. I said, but God, just give me the strength of Samson, the physical strength of Samson. Give me the love of David. Give me the wisdom of Solomon. Give me the faith of Job and the teaching ability of Paul. And I'll do whatever you want me to do. I'll go wherever you want me to go. I'll teach the people. I'll say whatever you want me to say. And so the next week, I was molested at church. And I was so hurt, so broken, because it's like, to me, as a 6-year-old kid, I took that as God just gave me the finger. God just basically told me, F you, Elijah. You're not worthy to speak my word. You're not worthy to have those characteristics of those 5 people that you asked for. So not only am I not going to give you those things, Elijah, I'm going to allow hell to open up and just be unleashed on you. I'm going to allow everything to go wrong for you. And that's how I took it, because that's what happened, you know what I mean? And so, man, the next week I was molested in church. And then I was molested again, you know what I mean? And I was just like, what the fuck? God, why is this happening to me? Why are you allowing this to happen to me? Stay with me. We're talking about why God allowed bad things to happen. And so I was so hurt, so broken, because they say that God loves everybody. But it didn't seem like God loved me. You know what I mean? It did not seem like God loved me at all. It seemed as though God hated me. You know, God had some issue with me. I was cursed from birth. You know what I mean? And I grew up believing that I was cursed from birth because everything that could go bad went bad in my life, you know? And so I'm just like, man, God, what the fuck? Why am I dealing with this? Why am I born in this relation, in this household, in this family? You know what I mean? Why do I have to go through all this stuff? And years later, God was having a conversation with me. He's like, Elijah, why are you so mad? Everything you wanted, you got. You got everything that you wanted. You wanted the wisdom of Solomon. You got that. But did you just think that I was going to just pour all the wisdom on you? No, Elijah, you got to go through some things so that you can understand and so that you can learn. Stay with me. We're talking about why God allowed bad things to happen. What I didn't understand was that it's through our trials, it's through our obstacles, it's through our hurdles that we grow. It's through our hurdles, it's through the painful experiences, our traumatic experiences, the drama and the chaos that we go through, that we get wisdom, that we should get wisdom. A lot of us just become victims, you know what I mean? We take on that victim mentality. We mad at the world, fuck everybody, you know what I mean? We ain't trying to grow, we ain't trying to do anything. We're just stuck in that trauma, stuck in that drama, you know what I mean? Just mad and just bitter, you know? But in order for us to grow, you got to go through some things. Say it again. In order for us to grow, you got to go through some things. And so it was going through those things that I learned self-love. It was going through those things that I learned to value myself. It was going through those things that I learned that, man, faith, you know what I mean? I learned that I had the wisdom within me all the time. I had to learn how to tap into that wisdom. It's always there. The wisdom was within each and every one of you. But you got to go through some things before that wisdom is revealed within you. It's like the, the diamond in the rough. You know what I mean? The diamond is always there. It's always got this value. It's always priceless. But it has to go through a process of being found, and go through a process of being cleaned up, of being chiseled, and all this other stuff in order for the world to see its true value. And that's what happens within us. We go through different obstacles in life, and it's painful. It sucks. It do. You know, whether you've been raped, whether you've been abandoned, whether your kid has been shot in a gang, or whatever the case may be. You know what I mean? I've had a wife die from cancer. We all go through things, and our trials, our circumstances are different, but they're all to teach us something. They're all to teach us something. You know what I mean? Don't get so stuck in the pain and in the drama and the trauma of what you've gone through. Understand that it's all there to teach you something. It's all there to teach you something. And when you grow up, you realize that those things that you saw as bad things weren't really bad things. They were catalysts to help you grow, to reach your next potential. They were catalysts to help you get to the next level. You had to go through that in order for you to get the wisdom within you, in order for you to be able to tap into that wisdom. You had to go through that in order for you to tap into that spirituality, into your true awakening. You know what I mean? And so many people have nervous breakdown. Man, that's a beautiful thing, but it has such a negative connotation because we don't understand anything. We think we're deep, we think we're wise, we think we're woke, but man, a nervous breakdown is when you just fuck it, I'm done. You know what I mean? And you just lose it. And that's a good thing because from that comes great growth. Comes an awareness. You know what I mean? And a spiritual awareness. Growth and development. We have to grow up and stop looking at and stop being victims. Everybody walking the planet can be a victim because every one of us has gone through something. Every one of us has lost someone. You know what I mean? Man, we have to grow up. We have to understand that, man, it ain't personal. And that's what I took it as a kid, man. God just hates me. My whole family hates me. And I looked at this, man, this is personal. Why is everybody personally attacking me? Why is everybody against me? It's me against the world. And man, when Pac came out with that rap, Me Against the World, man, I believe that. I really believe that. And so what God had to show me, it ain't personal. Ain't none of this stuff personal that you go through. You know what I mean? It's not personal. We make it personal because we don't understand and because we have a victim mentality. When you grow up and get outside of that victim mentality, man, you don't see things as personal attacks. You see them as lessons for you to grow through. You see them as blessings for you to grow through. Yeah, it hurts. It hurts. Yeah, I get that. Been there, done that. But for the greater good, these things have to happen. Let me say again. Some women sitting behind me and they're loud as hell. For the greater good, you know what I mean? These things have to happen so that we could reach other people. These things have to happen so that we could show other people who's going through similar things that, hey, you can make it out of there. I know it's painful. I know it's lonely. I know it's frustrating. I know you want to end it all. I've been there. I wanted to end it all. Man, I slammed dope, been to the pen, do whatever it is that you've done, been homeless, dumpster dive, whatever, cutting on yourself, whatever the case may be. We go through these things so that we could grow through those things and so that we could go back and help other people who are going through those things. And that's what our purpose is. That's our purpose. So many people, we get so distracted because, man, I got to go make money. I got to make money. I got to make money. And we make that our purpose in life. The pursuit of money, the pursuit of a relationship, the pursuit of a king, the pursuit of a queen. That's not your purpose. Your purpose is to grow through the crap that you've gone through, to deal with it, to heal from it, and then to turn around and go back and help other people. That's your God-given purpose. That's why you're here on this planet, so that you could take the lessons that you've learned and benefit the rest of humanity. You could take the lessons that you've learned and be a beacon of hope, a beacon of love, a beacon of wisdom for the rest of the world, so that they can understand that they're empowered to stand in their own truth. They're empowered, man, not looking for some external God, not looking for some religion to get attached to. You know what I mean? All that they need is within them. But it's up for us that has gone through the trials and the fires and the water, us that have gone through those things, to be able to go back and tell those people and show those people, hey, you can make it through this. I don't care what you're going through. I don't care how you feel right now. You can make it through this. I know it's hard. And be there as an emotional support to them. And to show them that, hey, you've gone through it. And a lot of times we don't realize that so many other people have gone through so much worse than we have. You know what I mean? Because again, we have that victim mentality. Woe is me, my life sucks, and somebody's always attacking me, everything's always going wrong for me. There's a whole lot of people wish they had your life. A whole lot of people wish they were in your situation. You have so much more than what so many other people have. You have so much more than what other people have. And other people would die to be in your situation. Other people would see your situation as a success story for them. And I don't care where you're at. I don't care what you have. Other people would see your story as a success story. Stop being so hard on yourself. You know what I mean? Stop being so controlling. Stop expecting everything to go the way you want it to go, and sit back and get in connection with God and understand the process. Get in alignment with the universe. Get in alignment with Source, God, whatever you want to call it, and understand the process and just go with the flow. Understanding nothing is meant to destroy you. Nothing that you've gone through was meant to destroy you. It was only there to help guide you on your journey, to teach you some things, to show you some things. But because our perspective is wrong, we see it as, man, these motherfuckers always trying to attack me. These people always coming to get me, woo doo, and it's all bad and blah, blah, blah. It's because your perspective is twisted. Your perspective is wrong because you're seeing yourself through the perspective or through the lens as a victim. You're still a victim because you haven't truly healed. You haven't truly grown through what you've gone through. I'm saying again, you haven't truly grown through what you've gone through. And so you still have a victim mentality. I don't care how woke you say you are. I don't care how enlightened you say you are. I don't care how spiritual you say you are. You see yourself as a victim subconsciously. And that's why it's all bad. That's why you're frustrated. That's why you're depressed. That's why you're mad and bitter and resentful. That's why you're jealous. Because once you get in alignment with God, and I talk about that damn near every day, because that's so important. That's so important. And it's a trip because we sit back and we think that, man, they don't take all of that and we'll do. You've jumped in and out of relationships thinking that's going to make you happy. And that's never made you happy. You thinking, oh, I'm going to get this job and that's going to fulfill me. I'm going to be happy. And that's never fulfilled you. That's never made you happy. You out there slamming dope, getting drunk, sleeping with everything you can, thinking that's going to make you happy. That's going to fulfill you. And none of that stuff has happened. You're still unfulfilled. You're still frustrated. Because happiness and joy is not found in other people. Happiness and joy is not found in things. It's within you. It's already there. You just don't know how to tap into it. And you won't tap into it because you see yourself as a victim. You have all the happiness you need. You have all the love you need. You have all the joy you need. You have all the wisdom and insight you need. It's already in you. That's why you go through the things that you go through, so that you can learn how to tap into that wisdom, that love, that peace, that joy. But that's not what the great majority of us do. The great majority of us, instead of tapping into those things, we tap into more anger. We tap into more frustration, more depression, more bitterness. You have to go within yourself. You have to go within yourself and understand that everything you need is already within you. Everything you need is already within you. Man, we have to grow up, family. We have to grow up and understand, man, God's not against you. God doesn't hate you. God's not allowing this stuff to happen to you because he has some vendetta against you, because you're not good enough, because you're not pretty enough, because you're not spiritual enough, because you're not perfect. Man, that's not why God allows that stuff to happen to you guys. God allows that stuff to happen to you because he knows that it can help you grow up. But you don't want to grow up. You're like a spoiled ass little fucking kid sitting there whining and crying and pouting because shit ain't going the way you want it to go. Grow the fuck up. Grow up. Go within and understand, man, if God is allowing me to go through this, there has to be a reason. What is that reason? Obviously, I ain't getting it because I keep going through the same crap over and over and over. Let me tap into God. Let me tap into Source. Let me get connected with, in alignment with universe and everything else. Let me do what I got to do so that I can understand these lessons. So I don't have to keep going through this crap over and over and over again. We have to grow up. We have to grow up. Yeah, there's a lot of crazy stuff going on in the world. There's a lot of crazy stuff. But when you look at it from the right perspective, it's not really crazy, family. That's what some people need. I'm going to say that again. All these kids, and it's sad. It's a sad situation that all these kids lost their lives. I'm not taking away from that. It's not just the kids, the teachers. It's a sad situation when anybody's hurt and going through some stuff like that. But you have to understand the big picture. And because we don't have that information and we're not allowed to see the big picture, we see it as bad. We see it as, man, this is hellish and this is crazy and we'll do because we're not seeing the big picture. We don't see the big puzzle. We just see the small glimpse of, man, these kids passed away. People die every day, family. Every day people die. Every day somebody dies tragically. Every day somebody dies in a car accident. Every day somebody's killed by a bullet. Every day somebody's stabbed to death. You know, every day somebody's beaten to death. Every day somebody has a heart attack, has a brain aneurysm. Every day somebody's dying of cancer and all these other ailments. Death is a part of life. Death is a part of life. You can't have bad. How can I say this? You can't appreciate the good if you don't experience bad. Again, we're talking about the yin yang, the perfect balance. The perfect balance. You can't appreciate love in a great relationship if you don't experience crazy relationships. You know what I mean? You have to grow up and stop looking at yourself as a victim. And sit back and say, okay, well, what is this trying to teach me? I don't know if we got disconnected, but man, it is what it is. You know what I mean? We have to grow up, family. Man, I'm not going to stay on here long. I just wanted to jump on because there's a lot of talk about the killings that took place in Texas. And stuff happens all over the world. We have wars everywhere. You know what I mean? There's always a war going on in somewhere in the country, in the world. You know what I mean? And kids are always dying. Elderly people are always dying. Young women are always dying. It's a part of life. Look at the picture, the big picture. And you can only see the big picture by being tapped into God. You can only see the big picture by being connected to God. God, why is this stuff happening? This stuff is happening so that people can go within and humble themselves and stop acting like they know everything and get connected to God and get in alignment with God so that they can fulfill their purpose. What is your purpose? Your purpose is not to chase money. Your purpose is not to chase women, chase dudes, chase a car, chase a career. That's not your purpose. Your purpose is to be a beacon of love and to help the rest of humanity. That's our purpose. That's every one of our purposes. Man, I love you guys. We'll be back on tomorrow at 6:30, I believe it is. And man, we're gonna go off tomorrow. We're gonna go in tomorrow. I'm not gonna be I'm on the train right now. I'm just leaving Washington, D.C. But man, we're gonna go in tomorrow night. But I just want to jump on here and just touch base with you guys, man. And I love you guys. I love you guys. Don't get so sad and frustrated when you see all this negative stuff happening in the news. Again, you hear all that stuff, and man, that's all that stuff is just to lower your frequency. All that stuff does is just get you sad and frustrated and then get everybody divided over whether or not we should have guns and all this other stupid shit. You know what I mean? Man, we have to grow up. We have to grow up. Everybody's talking about guns. Well, when are we going to start talking about mental health? Everybody's talking about guns don't kill people. It's people that kill people. It's people that kills people. Whether they use a gun, whether they use a knife, whether they use a bat, a car, a crowbar. People kill people. So we have to start growing up and stop being so divided over stupid stuff because that's the stuff that they're putting on the news. Oh, nobody needs a gun like that and all this stupid stuff. We gotta grow up. We gotta grow up. And we have to start looking at the real issues. The real issues is that we all have some issues. You know what I mean? We all have some healing that we need to do. We all have some issues that we need to resolve and grow through so that we could be a beacon of love for the rest of humanity. Don't allow what's going on to lower your frequency. Do not allow this stuff to lower your frequency. That messes up your immune system. That causes all kinds of disease and diseases within your body. Man, we have to grow up. We have to grow up emotionally and spiritually. I love you guys. Happy healing.
Peace.